Hello guys, it's Michał from 3D Shaker, and today I want to show you a fast and easy way to improve the windows in your renders and take your image from this to this. Let's get right into it. Okay, so now we are inside the blend file, and as you can see, this is the result I've shown you on the first image. And as you can see, in this situation there is nothing inside the window frame. So there is no glass, it's just a frame. And this is something you could probably get away with in a situation when there will be some curtains here, some drapery. So that would be fine because you wouldn't expect any reflections there at all. But in this situation, I mean, clearly you can look at the image and you feel something is not right here because there should be some reflections. So the first thing we need to do is obviously add some geometry here. So let me just turn on the geometry. This is just the plane with solidify modifier. So just a thin box. That's it. It's about 1 centimeters. Okay, and let's get some glass material. So the standard glass material someone would do is make it full white, roughness at 0, and add transition. Okay, let me copy the material to the other glass panels. Okay, and as you can see, we have reflections. It doesn't look bad, but something happened to the image. You can compare right now. This is without the glass, and this is with the glass. So as you can see, the image gets clearly darker. And why is that? Well, the way this material is constructed in Blender, somehow it doesn't let all the light passes go through the glass. So what we can do now? Here there are two methods. One of them is you can go to the object properties, and the ray visibility tab you can turn off the diffuse and shadow. So we can do it to all the glass. As you can see, right now the image is brighter, and if we compare with and without it, it stays the same. And the second method you can use is actually changing the material. So let's go back and let's change the ray visibility of our glass. Let's turn it on again. By the way, a quick tip, you can check this box for multiple objects if you hold Alt and then click the checkbox. So now, as you can see, it has checked in all the objects we have selected. Okay, and as you can see, our image is again looking a bit dark. So what we can do right now is change the actual material. So we have to add the glass BSDF and the transparent BSDF. Now we have to mix it with mix shader. And right now we have to add the light path. Add a math node. And now let's add the shadow ray and the diffuse ray. And now right now we can plug it into the factor. Okay, so right now if we change the material, as you can see, the image just got brighter again. So again we can compare without it and with the glass. It stays the same. So when you are using one of these two methods, remember to either use them from the beginning of the developing your scene, or actually work without having glass in the window, because probably the worst thing you can do is working with your whole scene while having this material. So right now, because the image is overall darker, you'll probably change some parameters like the power of HDRI or the exposure. So right now when I change the exposure, for it to look more natural if I would prepare all the scene like this, and then I would want to change the glass. As you can see, the scene is overexposed, and we would have to make some tweaks again right there, and our overall outcome can get a bit worse because we'll have some materials prepared exactly for this like brightness of the scene. So remember to either have it from the beginning, or even better, at the beginning just work without the glass, and you can put it somewhere in later stages. You can work without the glass at the beginning just because it will make your scene a bit lighter for your GPU, because of course with the glass there are some calculations that there have to be made, and this can produce more noise for a scene. Okay, so right now I want to show you a small detail which for me personally is very important because it actually makes your image look way more realistic. So as you can see on the screen right now, this is the basic structure of window. As you can see here, there are actually two glass panels and not just one as we have in our model. And windows often comes with 2 or even 3 or even 4 of these glass panels with the space in between. This is made because of the isolating the heat. So if there are more like spaces with air between the glass, the heat isolation is actually better. So let's try and do actual 2 glass panels and let's see what happens. So we can add a remodifier just as I have right here. So if I turn it on, as you can see straight off, we get this really nice double reflection effect. So if you look up some, for example, interior photographers or just overall some actual photographies of interiors, you can pretty much see this effect in like 90% of them. So this is just a small detail, but will definitely make your images more realistic. And for example, this is the photography I've been using as a reference for the scene. And as you can see right now in the reflection, you can clearly see that there is double or maybe even triple reflection going on here. So the last thing we need is to add a bit of tint. And how we can do this in Blender is also really simple. We just need to go to the glass BSDF and change the color. So add a bit of saturation and change the hue to this like greenish or bluish or something in between. For this scene it will be probably something like this, maybe more to the green side. We can also lower the value a bit, so you will see the difference in color or like the difference in brightness in the objects on the inside and on the outside. And I actually think this is looking pretty good. Also guys, remember to not focus on the exact values I used, but just focus on the end result, on the visual aspect. Because on different scenes, these exact values could be much different to get this actual look. So just remember to remember what the end result is looking like instead of just remembering the exact values. So this is how our glass is looking in the end. I think it's looking pretty nice, pretty realistic, and we can definitely use it in the final render. It's definitely better, of course, than using just nothing inside, so just empty space. It definitely looks way better with this glass. So last but not least is the IOR setting, and this one is, let's say, just the amount of reflections in your glass. So to be physically accurate, this should always be 1.5, but in my opinion it is better to have more visually appealing image and sometimes even image looking more realistic than to have the exactly perfect physically accurate value. So If, for example, you would go near the 1 with the IOR, so let's go a bit lower, you can see that we get less and less reflections. And if we would go exactly 1, you can see that there are no reflections at all. So it gets exactly the same in the other way. So if we would go now up, you can see we start getting more and more reflections. So right now it's probably getting unrealistic a bit because there wouldn't be so much reflections in the real world. But if we keep going up and up, you see that we are getting pretty much the mirror effect. So we can see exactly everything there is. But in normal, it probably should go from, let's say, this 1 to like maybe 3, something like this. Let's go 3 right now. We can see at 3 it already is too much, but in some situations 3 would maybe look actually more realistic than 1.5. In this exact scene 1.5 is fine, so you can always start as a default with 1.5 and then just based on what you need you can play around with it. So that's all you need to know about creating windows in Blender. I hope these tips, this information will be helpful for you and will help you create even better and even more realistic renders. And if you like some of the models you see in the scene, like for example this sofa, you can visit our website 3dshaker.com. There are a lot of high quality, ready to use models, everything from the grass, trees, all the way to the furnishing and decoration. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or topics you want me to make a tutorial on, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn the bell notifications on. See you next time. Bye bye.